Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and welcome back. Before I start the video, I just wanted to do something quick. I don't normally do this, but someone asked me about this wig, and this one is from Sensational. It's called Sensational Latisha. I think I've spoken about this, quite some few months ago when I initially got it, and someone asked me about it. It's called Sensational Latisha. I'll write the name and everything. I got it from Amazon. My shirt is from Shein, and this earring I got from the Makola shopping center, one of the jewelry shop. I think it was like 100 cedis, which translates to about $10, So I look very expensive today, like $70, like $10, like $10. Yes, super expensive, and someone might say I look trashy. And guess what? I'm coming to talk about what has been considered one of the trashiest fragrances of all time, which is Black Opium. For whatever reason, it is so trashy that I have used like the bulk of it. It's almost done, and since I've been running low on this one, I had to get a trashier version called Opera Noir by Alhambra. Whatever you choose to call this fragrance is none of my business. My business is that I love this. I've had it for over 3 years. I'm left with a little, and I had to get this one because I want to continue, that heritage of trashiness. And this is Opera Noir. How do they compare? So this one has the following notes. It has some pear. My water just poured out. The notes in Black Opium are pear, pink pepper, and then orange blossom at the top. We have coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, and then licorice in the middle, and then vanilla, patchouli, cashmere wood, and then cedar at the base. It's quite a woody fragrance with a heavy presence of coffee. I even get something like cacao, like slight chocolatey cacao-ish vibe I get in this one, and that heavy vanilla, with that floral jasmine passing through here and there. And that is what basically this one is. It's a very beautiful, sultry, I get that, like very likable, mass appealing. The coffee here, it's sexy. It's not like that French coffee, like in your face, all over coffee. That is not how it tastes. It sort of reminds me of the coffee in kawa, camera kawa, how that coffee is done, slightly, just like a hint of that coffee. That is how I perceive this one. Just that this one is like just a little amped up, and it's very beautiful. When we come to Opera Noir, this I would say is about 90% of Black Opium. I get almost everything that I get in this one, except that this one is much more vanillic, whilst this one gives me slightly bitter coffee, nuance, just a tad bit of that coffee in this one over this one. However, any other aspects, I find them quite at par. They are not like 100%, I wouldn't say that, but that same vanilla, jasmine, floral, that orange blossom you get in both of these ones. They are both like, heavy on that coffee, heavy on that vanilla, but this one is slightly much more vanillic, whilst this one is amped up in that coffee. You get a coffee here, and the coffee in this one is slightly bitter, and those are the differences I find between these two beauties. They are both very affordable. I think this one, because it's quite old on the market, you can get it for around 100 or maybe 120 or even less, depending on where you're getting it from. And this one, I got it for $19 on JOMASHOP. So I mean, if you are in the vibe for feeling and looking trashy, why not? This is like a very beautiful fragrance. I love that it is not like strong in your face, but it's still very potent. People have said this one is more of a winter scent. I think it's year round, but it's a gourmand, a sweet gourmand scent that it's really pass. For me, I can sort of see myself wearing this like throughout the year. It's not too heavy to the extent that it will be overly cloying on the sun, because I've worn this one in a hot, humid sun, and it really works for me. So the same thing for this one as well. They are not like overly heavy. They are both sweet, but I find this one just slightly sweeter because of that much more heavy presence of the vanilla. And this one, the vanilla is just dialed back just slightly. However, you still get that, vanilla and that coffee, that, a little spice, warm spicy pink pepper. That patchouli is also quite present. They are both quite woody at the base because of that cedar wood and that it has cedar wood and what else, cashmere wood. It is beautiful. It is not something that anybody at all is going to be offended by. If you're offended by this fragrance, probably you are the problem. These are not the problem. To me, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to give any disclaimer. If you don't like it, that is your own business. But my business is that I love these two. You know, they give me very similar vibes. I would highly recommend this for the price by Alhambra. I can't, you know, you can't beat this price. I don't think it's going to be, although JOMASHOP has it for 19, I think I've seen it for around the 30 mark, you know, elsewhere. But even if you're picking it for around $30, it's still worth your money, you know. And if you can afford the original one, why not? But it's going to give you the same feel. Nobody is going to really notice the differences like in the air. They are both like almost the same, very identical, about 90%. And as I said, the only difference I find between these are that vanillic, you know, the amp up vanilla in this one, whilst this one has a slightly bitter coffee, you know. But it's not something that, you know, it's like in your face French coffee, you know, just straight up coffee scent. Not at all. Very beautiful, highly recommended. When you compare these two side by side, you find that this one is slightly screechy, just slightly. I've had this one for over 2 months now. It's been macerating beautifully, but I still find even till this day that it gives me that slight screech, you know. But it's not like something too abrasive, something too much, you know. I think just a month or two more, this one is going to, you know, just settle down beautifully. But that slight screechy sort of feel is not something that, you know, is like in your face. That's something that you cannot tolerate. It is very well done, honestly, but obviously you cannot compare the quality of this one to this, because this one is very smooth, whilst this one is like, you know, you obviously know that it's a dupe, you know, but it's a very well done dupe of Black Opium. This is the only Black Opium dupe that I have, and I think it's going to remain the only one because I love it enough. It is quite close. It's not 100%, but it gives me the same feel. I don't think there's a need to hunt for any other thing, because this one, you know, replaces my old the original Black Opium to me, and I'll highly recommend this one. So that is all I have for you today, and I hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.